Hello and welcome to the Future for Your Cafe. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at an amazing website called Riverside.fm. And what that basically does, it's an all-in-one tool that allows you to do online video podcasting, but also online video editing, utilizing the latest AI software on the video editing side to allow you to do remote video podcasting with anyone, anywhere in a studio-like setting. And it offers very powerful tools, both AI and software integrated in general, which is really amazing. On the video side, it allows you to film up to 4K video quality or 1080p. Also alongside that, it offers amazing high quality audio, which is recorded and filmed individually on each track. So you can go in there and have more flexibility in the editing side of things after. It also has a really amazing interface, which is really easy to use. And it offers live streaming. It offers the capability of being able to spread that to a load of different sources if you like that as well. So it offers quite a wide variety of things. And the main thing that I'm really interested in though are the AI tools that it offers, specifically the AI video editing tools, which I think are really cool because with my podcast, I basically record those in a 2-camera setup, which is what it's like basically right now. And I basically take that, I edit it myself, and then I distribute it. But what I'm going to show you is how you can take that video, upload it, and then still utilize Riverside's AI tools and see what you can do with it. And just before we dive into the video, I just want to make you aware this is a sponsored video. However, I haven't been paid anything. I haven't been told what I can or can't say. Everything that I say in this video is my honest opinion. And though this is a sponsored video, it is really important to me that you know I wouldn't put anything in a video unless I would use it myself. I think it's either a really beneficial tool or a bit of software that I think will offer the actual value. And if you're interested in using this or giving it a go, I have a discount code down below, and go check it out in the video description. The first thing I'm going to do is show you a really quick overview of how you would set up a podcast through the website here and what that would look like. However, I'm not going to go into full detail about that. What I've actually done down below in the video description is link a few videos that go into a lot more depth, showing you in a lot more detail. So you'll see here, this is your studio. So you'll see straight away, I've got a couple of studios set up. If you uploaded a video or you had just finished recording your podcast, this is where it would end up after. However, I'm going to show you how to set up a podcast, right? So what you would do is come up here, you would press new studio, you type in the studio name, let's call it studio, I don't know, test, there we go. And then are you recording only audio? You press that, but we're also recording video, so I won't. English, and if you wanted to schedule it, you could. And then we'll just go ahead and press create. And then you're in this whole new window here. Now what we're gonna do is go to studio, and we'll come to this window, and now you'll see this jump up my camera. So sorry about the background, but I guess you're sort of seeing behind the scenes. But we can call it Danny Test Podcast. I'm not using headphones. And then if you were using separate cameras outside of your built-in laptop camera right here, you go through here, you can change it, and you know, microphone, stuff like that. So however, we're gonna leave it like that. So now what we're gonna go and do is go join studio. And once you're in here, what you would go ahead and do is change a couple of the settings, which is what I would do. First off, up here, you can see it says 720p, which I don't wanna do that. I want higher, better quality. So what we're gonna do to change some of the settings is we're gonna come up here, and then you will see this window opened in the recording section. And what I recommend you do is first off put noise reduction on so it sounds better. Also, if you only wanted to record audio, you can press this little icon up here, but I'm recording audio, so we're gonna leave it like that. Then we'll come down to the audio sample rate, and I'm gonna switch it over to there because it's higher quality. I want it to be better quality. And then this is where you choose your resolution. So you can see right here, it's in 720p, but you also have the ability to put it in 1080p or 4K. Now, just to say, if you want it in either 1080p or 4K, you need to have a camera or a built-in camera into your laptop that can film either 4K or 1080p. So on this scenario, my laptop can film up to 1080p, but if you had a separate 4K camera, this is where you would change it. So we'll press that, and you see it's in 1080p there, so I don't have 4K. And that's everything. Now, this is the cool bit. This is where you would invite a guest. Now, I'm running solo by myself. I don't have anyone else to invite. So what Riverside actually also has is a really cool app for your phone, Android, iPhone, anything that you have. You can download it and you can invite people like that and then use the app to join the podcast. So that's what we're gonna do. This is where you'd invite someone. So for me, we're gonna invite myself effectively by email. So we'll come on this, go down to send an email, put in my work email, here, Dan Media, and we'll send an invite. Just wait for my emails, there we go. So I've got the email, we'll click on that, and then you'll see it opens up, and we can just scroll down, press join session, and then you can see I've called myself Danny Jr. Okay, that's my name, Danny Jr. I'm gonna mute the audio so there's no feedback, but we're good to go. And now we can press join and wait for it. You see, yeah, I've got, there's me on this. There you go, pretty cool, I have to say. So then if you wanted to go ahead and record it, you would press record, and you would be good to go. So once your podcast had finished and you'd say goodbye to your guest, the finished podcast would go back into your studio, and that's where you'd find it after. But like I've said, I've linked videos down below that go into a lot more detail about this, so check those out. But that's what it can do, just a really quick overview, and I have to say, it's really, really cool. So what I'm gonna do next is give you an overview of the editing suite and then dive into a few of the tools after. Here now, we're back in the studio. So you'll use your imagination, pretend we've recorded that podcast, and now once you finish filming that podcast and it's done transcribing, doing all its things, you would find it here. But for this case scenario, I've already got one of my own podcasts and uploaded it, which is what this lovely video is here. And if you wanted to do that, you'd press this button right here, upload the recording, let it upload, and then this is what you'd have. So here, this is one of my podcasts that I filmed recently and edited and published. So we're gonna go straight into that, and you'll see there's a title of it right there. So if we scroll down, here is where you'd find the AI show notes. So you can see I've already generated them, but you'd have a lovely little button up here you'd press. It would take a few seconds, a minute, whatever, and it will give you all of these details. So it gives you a summary, which is really accurate. Pause the video, read through it if you want. Go ahead and watch my podcast after also, linked down below. But, and then also incredibly, it has all the takeaways, all of the really interesting parts, which I'm really blown away by. And then the chapters, which is what I do for all of my videos, all of my podcasts, it actually says all the time bits here and all of the key points. And again, just having this alone saves you so much time having to type it all out, put it all in. It's automatically done for you. It's incredible. But what we're gonna do now is go straight into the editor. So press that up there and you'll see it will load a minute and let it do its thing. So down below, it's really simple. We have the video as a whole. So if we just go through it, we can play around with it, press on it. You can use these bits to make it as big or as small as you want, but we'll just click there, for example, or whatever. And you will see all of this as we move about on the side is highlighting. It takes you to the different bits of the podcast of where it's been transcribed, what's been said by me or my guest. So what's really cool is if I just go to this bit here, don't know what it is, and I just press play, watch as this goes through and I press play.
So my name is Ania Kroll, and I'm from Poland.
Yeah.
I grew up there.
Mm-hmm. That's just incredible. And I advertise that it has 99% accuracy. I have to say, I'm really impressed with that. And if you want to take these after and, download them, do whatever you want, they're there. And it did it in minutes, really, for the size of the podcast, hour and a bit, did it really fast. I'm really impressed. Now, these are some of the tools that you have up here. If you want to change the aspect ratio, you can do that. I'll show you that in a little bit more detail after. This is where you'd find the magic tools, but you can see they're adding more after. So I'm really impressed with that. I'll mention that after also. And then also, if you have separate speakers, separate tracks, if you'd actually recorded it through Riverside itself, that's where that would show up. But because this is already done, it's just the video as it is. You also have the layout if you want to change that again, more of a better use case scenario if you filmed it through Riverside. And then also the background, you can change the background again if you filmed through Riverside. If you wanted to use a custom one, where you've got the different, your logo or whatever you want. And then also we have the captions, you have different details, and it basically just uses that. So let me just show you that. Let's just click that and then press play.
I left in 2012.
2012, so
11 years living abroad.
And if you want to undo everything or anything, you can just come down here, press that a couple of times, it goes back, it will change it. Or if you just want to move the captions, just do that. That is a really quick overview of the layout of the editing suite, what it looks like. Now I want to dive into more specifically the AI tools and how you can utilize those. Just carrying on and using this example, you'd come back to the main suite here, and you'd scroll down, and you'd see where it says magic clips and full episode. This is what you'd press and it would generate those clips. So where it says the full episode, that's where it's basically, again, remove those gaps, put it together, there's your video. Also then, this is where you'll find your magic clips. So if we come on here, we can scroll through and see all the clips it's created, or better yet, we can go here and press show all, which just makes it bigger and you can see everything in more detail. So you see it all here, they're different sizes and they have different titles saying what they are. So I don't know, let's go on choosing a home base. It shows you the bit there where it's already been highlighted in the podcast. And you'll see right now that it's 9 by 16 because it's a short, but the actual video is wide, right? So we actually want it to crop in, we would like it to zoom in. We can come up here to layout and we can press this little cool thing right here, full frame AI, press that, and straight away it zooms in. And if we just press play on it.
I feel that it was a great time, an important time in my business. What is important as well, because I was
just really cool. And for whatever reason, if you then wanted to change it to widescreen, you know, like that, or you wanted it like this, you have the options to play around with it, but for this, we'll keep it 9 by 16 as a short. If you don't want it to be so cropped in, what we can do is come back up to layout. You can press this one here, which is the grid option, or you can press grid with gaps, the grid with gaps. And this is what's pretty nice, is you'll see here it's created a bit of a black outer ring there, right? So if you wanted to keep the aspect ratio, it'll go back to widescreen. And then if you want to round the corners, looks pretty cool. So for an example, let's keep it like this. We have an issue, in my opinion, where it's just got a black background. So what we can do instead is come to background, and this is really neat. We can choose one of the pre-made ones for us here, and it will just change it like that, you know, any one that you want. Or if you have a specific color or a specific background that you've already made a custom background, you can go ahead and add it and have it like that. And then if you've got two speakers, you can have them on top of each other, and it just offers a lot of flexibility like that. So let's just, I don't know, let's go with that one. I think that's pretty cool. And then if you wanted to add also some captions in, we can click on captions, go here, change it to Poppins, because I like Poppins. And again, we can press play.
And now I knew that actually I did a good thing, because I was not.
And if you also then want to keep the captions and have it zoomed in, we go back to layout, press this, and it's zoomed in. So the other piece of AI software that I want to show you quickly is the actual capability that it has to edit a whole podcast. If you have a podcast that's maybe not as edited, or it's filmed on cameras, you know, like that, a 2-camera, 3-camera setup, but it's not edited to how you'd like it, you can still utilize this tool as well. Again, we'll scroll down to here where it has the edits, and we'll go to show all. Again, here now you can see where it says magic clips, but it also has full episode. That's really nice to see, so it just allows you to organize everything properly. So this is what we want to go on, full episode. We can click on that, wait for it to load. And down here now, you'll see where it's got a cut everywhere, there, you know, sort of all along. And that's where it's basically identified where the gaps are, in AI's opinion, in my video, cut it, put it together. So we'll just press play from here, and you can see where it's made the cut, joined it together, and we'll see what it looks like.
Yeah. To the UK, to London, I fell in love with London.
What did you like about London?
Spice Girls. What is written here? Girl power.
And you can just see right there, that's where it's jumped. I'm actually, to be fair, I'm really impressed. Obviously, I've already pre-cut it, but to see that it has the capability of even doing that, again, I think in the right use case scenario, it's a really helpful tool to have. And it's really, really impressive. And it's just got all of the captions here, you know, where it's been transcribed. It's got it on screen. If you want to get rid of them, you can remove them. I just think it's overall really, really cool. So that is the really quick overview of everything that Riverside offers. Now, there are a few things that I don't like about it, and there are also quite a few things that I really do love about it. First off, I think the AI software is pretty amazing. I just have to say, straight to the point, really, really, really good. I think the way it can create the magic clips, they will just go through, identify really quickly what's like a highlight of your podcast, gives you the flexibility to edit it, add the captions, you know, rearrange the aspect ratio to how you like it. I just really think at the click of a button, and it generates 10, 15, I think 16 on mine, but you get the idea, just that many. Really, really cool. Also, again, the fact that it can edit a whole podcast for you and under the right circumstances, I think that's a really useful tool and will save you a lot of time. One also that I really love is the fact that it will generate the AI show notes, which then will go through, will give you a whole description, bullet point highlights of what's really important through the podcast itself. But then also, which saves me a lot of time, it will go in and create and generate chapters with the specific time codes with what the name of that chapter is. And then you can go in, take that and then put it onto YouTube or whatever you use it for. And then the overall use of the suite of the website, I find it really clean, really easy, user-friendly, and just, yeah, really just nice to use, because some software, especially when they claim to be AI generated, infused with AI stuff, magic, whatever, technology, it makes it really clunky. This, really easy, really good, and they have a catalog of loads of videos that help you, guide you, and you have really easy access to that as well, which I've also linked down below. One thing I think it can improve on is the magic clip still. So for an example, what I use, which I really love, AI software that creates shorts from your long form content, and I've made videos about this, is Opus Clip, for example. For me, they are the best for consistency and high quality shorts created from your long form content. Even though this does the same, what Opus Clip will do is it will take the shorts or different parts of your long form video, put them together and generate its own unique stories and cut them all together like that and make it a little bit more unique, and you can prompt it, play around with it, and have a bit of flexibility about how you approach it. With this, even though it is still great how it will highlight certain parts of your podcast and then section them and allow you to, take away more minutes, add more minutes, or seconds, I think that's still really great. I would really love it to have that flexibility more with, again, competition like Opus Clip to do that, because it offers more flexibility and creativity, and control of your shorts and how you go about approaching your content and how you want to distribute it like that and playing around with it. Also, another thing that I would like to see it do is with the captions, I would like to see it have more flexibility. What I mean by that is have more colors, have more, dynamic movements, be able to just make them a little bit more funky, like there, if you want to say the Alex Hormozy captions, for example. Another thing also that I would like to see is on the editing suite. Even though my podcast is already pre-recorded and done and I've uploaded the video, I would like to see just a little bit more flexibility in the timeline. I would like to see a little bit more in-depth, hands-on, just nitty-gritty control about how you can go in and just play around with it, a little bit more manual control. And also, as a final one, even though the overall suite is really amazing with what it can do, it still has technical issues. Sometimes when generating the captions or just trying to edit the captions or get it to use the aspect ratio, play around with it, zoom in, zoom out. That hasn't happened all the time, but it's happened a couple of times here or there. So now the final question really is this for you? Would I recommend it? Well, I think that depends on a few things. First off, I want to show you the pricing quickly. And if you come onto the website here now, if you look at it from a yearly perspective, you have the pro version, which is $24, the standard is $15, and you also get the free version, which allows you to play around with it for up to 2 hours. And if you come over to monthly, it's a little bit more expensive. Again, $29 a month, $19 a month, and $0 for the free. If you're an online content creator who does a lot of live streaming or online video podcasts, I think this software simply is for you. I think the fact that it offers amazing capabilities of filming high quality podcasts in a studio-like setting online where you have a lot of control. Using this, it will take your content from here to the next level, and I really think it's something that is amazing for the people in that category. However, if you are someone who's on the fence about this or not sure, I would say honestly, use the free version, play around with it, try it out, and if it's not for you, then it's not for you. But overall, personally, I think this is absolutely incredible. And if I ever do online podcasts myself, recording, this is something I would use. And I think it is genuinely really amazing. And that's why I made the video about it. So if you think this is for you, the only thing that I would ask you is that you use the affiliate link down below, because any money that is generated through that goes straight back into the channel and helps it grow, helps it create better content, helps me get better access to AI software that I play around with. And if I love it, I create a video about it and I present it to you like this. So I really hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.